What's up, Epic 7? Tristen Wulf here with a quick guide on the new event. That's right, people have asked for it, so here it is. The new event is out, Showdown Field, and there's a couple of things you need to know about it. First things first, you will get significant bonuses if you have Renak, Victorica, or Crow on the team. Each one you add gives you additional bonuses. If you have Renak, you get 20% more bunny crackers cookies. Victoria, who everybody has, sorry, Victorica, because we put a K in there for reasons. Victorica will give 10% additional rabbit cookies, and if you have Fire Crow, he will give 20% additional bunny cookies for a total of a 50% bonus to the currency drop. Now, you don't have to have these units, they just make earning currency even faster. Now, don't worry about artifacts, that's not what matters. So you want to have these 3 units on the team. Now, how I have them built, I'm just running my normal Renak. You don't need to build her this fast. You don't need to give her this much attack. She just needs to be there for the bonuses and to do some damage. The next unit we're going to run is Crow. This is just my standard PvP Crow. Now, if you want to rack up a few extra points, it doesn't do a ton of damage, but you can stick Crow on the Uberous Tooth artifact for additional pop damage. This boss doesn't have a lot of health, and even though Uberous is based off of your own attack, and it's not going to be that big of a pop, it actually does add up. So you could put that on him if you want, but we don't need it for this team. The same with Victorica. For Victorica, if you want, you can run 3F on her. That's what I've got her on, because I stacked her HP. Now, with Victorica, you want to make sure you ignore everything. You literally just go into manage equipment, go into recommended equipment, and then just zip everything down to 0, except your HP, run that all the way up and hit confirm. And you know what? Wow, this is even better. Except, you know what? I want her to have a little bit of speed, so I'm moving my speed up a notch, and you know what? That's what I got with this run. The reason for that is I want the high health to proc the 3F artifact. And the 3F artifact does pop damage based on the health. Now, if you don't have 3F, you can run Senya's artifact, Spear of a New Dawn. It's the exact same thing as 3F, except it procs off of attack instead of HP. So you'll want to kind of do the opposite. You'll want to go into manage, recommended, and run attack all the way up, and everything else all the way down. I'd leave a little bit of HP, especially if you're going to frontliner, and get something like this, and then you will be able to do significant pop damage with the Spear of the New Dawn. If you don't have either of those artifacts, just run her on a damage boosting artifact. That's fine, but you know, we're trying to speed this along as much as we can, and those pop artifacts really help. Now, as for the fourth unit, the carry unit, right? Remember, in this fight, you do not want to crit. You want to use units that don't crit, and that will help you along. One of the better units for this is Blooming Litica. If you have her, she does a lot of damage, brings a lot to the team. But this is one a lot of you aren't going to have if you're new. I would recommend Blooming Litica. Otherwise, put anybody else in that spot who does pop damage. A really good one can be Dragon King Sharoon. She's Renak's best friend, and she will give the Cascade buff, allowing you to do even more pop damage. So she is actually really good. Probably best in slot. I would run her over Blooming Litica, but both of them are pretty fast clears. But for the absolute fastest clear, I know it's going to hurt for those of you who missed it, but for those of you who were here for the Overlord collab, guys, it's time. The great Lord Ainz Ulgon is actually meta. That's right, this boss is not immune to death sentence. And the best part is, being a mage, you can put Ainz on Fairy Tale for a Nightmare for additional pop damage if you have it. This lets you clear wicked fast. Run Ainz fast, but you want to make sure that Ainz is slower than your Crow and your Renak. If Crow and Renak go first, they clear stage 1, and then Ainz is ready with his death sentence. So here's how the fight goes. At the start of the fight, Renak's going to do her attack. She's going to self-stun, but she's going to do the 7k AoE damage. And that doesn't quite kill everything, but it gets it so hurt that when Crow comes in and does his attack, it finishes everything off. And if you have Uberous Tooth, if you didn't quite kill Uberous Tooth, would finish it off as well. Now we move into stage 2. Renak does her hit. See, it didn't really do much damage. Crow does his hit, does okay damage, But then Ainz uses his S3 skill, places Death Sentence. There we go. Now you can get 15%ed. The boss has 100% effect resistance, so make sure you put at least 85 effectiveness on your Ainz to stick the debuff. Victorica's got the counter attack buff up front, and so does Ainz. So if anybody attacks either of those units, they're going to get with counters. We're already up to 8 on the Death Sentence counter. We're coming up on 9, 10, 11. Wait for it. Wait for it. You guys are going to love this. Boom. The goal of all life is death. Man, clean. And look how fast that was. So this is the team that I'm running to farm this. It gives me the maximum bonuses and it's wicked fast. Now, is it worth farming this over hunts? Here's the thing. Hunts will give you decent gear, gold, carrots, and I think you'll get a little bit more bang out of your stamina, but this also gives you carrots and the shop is loaded. Though my gear rolled pretty pathetically, I'm trying not to be upset about it, but my gear rolled pretty awful. The gear in here is pretty good. So let's go ahead and grab a couple of these pieces of gear and maybe you guys will bring me some luck. Maybe this time it'll be different. Maybe this time it won't end in tears. So let's see how this gear looks. Now this gear is kind of perfect for Ranok if it rolls right. So let's see, we'll go straight to 15, show me some big, my first 25 speed piece of gear. Oh my God, it literally rolled 5, 5, 4, 4. Oh no, worse. 5, 5, 2, 2, and then an 8 in health. My God, I don't know what it is today with me in this gear, but my rolls have been awful. So hopefully yours are going better than that. This is just an absolute tragedy. We're going to ease in this one slowly. Maybe that's the problem. We're going too fast. You know, we need to ease into things. We need to hit it with a gentle touch. We need to do just a nice gentle 3, and we still rolled a 5. Okay, so maybe we talk. There we go. Maybe we need to woo the piece. We need to make this piece feel valuable. We love you, piece. You're going to roll amazing. You're going to roll high numbers. You're going to let me know that I'm completely out of charms and that I can't level anymore because I ran out of charms. Awkward. Okay, let me go buy some charms real quick. Okay, where were we? That's right. Okay, so we're going to slide up here to level 9, and we got an 8 effectiveness. Not bad. Can we do a little bit better, though? Can you see a 4 in that speed? A 3 in the speed's fine. How about you just give me a 4 in the speed to take it home and make this piece be fire? Be my first good piece right here. 4 to speed, and we rolled 4, but we rolled the 4 into health. Guys, I hope your gear rolls better than mine, but I hope this... Guys, I hope your gear rolls better than mine. But mostly I hope that this team helps you guys out. If you have any questions, ask them in the comment section. If you've got other team ideas for people that don't have Blooming Lidica, Ainz, or Dragon King Shroon, please leave those ideas in the comment section as well. I'm sure people would love to hear it. And you guys have a great rest of your day. Take care, Epic 7.